All right, Shalom. First, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. I just want to go through this, a few precepts here, okay, in the book, or a few verses, all right, concerning faith, all right, in the book of Hebrews, all right, and as to why it's so important, okay, that you continue to build up your faith, okay. So we're gonna read this a little bit through here, and then Lord willing, I get any precepts throughout. All right, I'll go to them. But this is Hebrews chapter 11, verse 1. It says, "Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen." Okay, so faith is the substance of things hoped for. All right, because when you hope, all right, like how we hope in this truth, all right, it builds our faith. Because when we hope, we don't hope for something that doesn't exist. We hope for something that by faith we believe we will get. Okay, prisoners of hope. All right, it says, for the evidence of things not seen. You know how in this world they'll tell you, oh, how do you know that that's real, or how do you know about this? Show me proof. Okay, well, our faith is our proof. Okay, we've been shown, or we've been blessed with the gift of faith. All right, and that was our proof, man. Because the scriptures tell you we walk by faith, not by sight. See, so we're not dealing with things that are seen, we're dealing with the unseen. And how do we deal with that? By faith. Okay, because right now what you're seeing, all right, physically is Esau's kingdom, which we are in. All right, what you're seeing is Jake in the lowest state. What you're seeing is heathens getting proud. What you're seeing is destruction all over the earth. Okay, but that's what you see with your regular eyes. But when you start looking with faith, you know what you see? You see the judgment of the Heavenly Father about to befall this place. All right, and the same kingdom that you would see carnally with your eyes, when you look through faith, all right, you see the downfall of Esau's kingdom. When you look at Edomites, you don't just see Caucasians, you see the devil that the Bible speaks of. Okay, when you see certain things happening, like France talking about US is France basically starting to not align itself with the US anymore. It's not just, oh, they're having a little dispute. That's the carnal thought. No, by faith, when you look at it through faith, you see its prophecy. Okay, so faith changes the perspective, all right, of what you would think on a regular, what you would see and carnally just brush off or not even consider. Faith changes that. Now I have a quick precept to back this up, all right, concerning the hope, because it is, that's why the Lord said we're not going to get a sign, okay, because He's given us enough, all right, or He's put enough evidence on the earth that only those who have faith are going to be able to work with it. All right. This is Romans chapter 8, verse 24. For we are saved by hope. Okay. So what do we read here? Faith is the substance of things hoped for. All right. And you have to hope in order to even consider those substances to be real. Okay. And faith is what will make you work towards it. All right. Oh, another precept I'll put on deck real quick. I think it's the book of James. All right. Yep. James 2, second chapter. Okay. So Romans 8, for we are saved by hope, but hope that is seen is not hope. All right. Like when somebody says, yo, I really hope it doesn't rain today, or I really hope that I get a call from this person today, or I really hope. Whenever somebody says I really hope, whatever they say afterwards hasn't happened already. Whatever they say afterwards is something that they want to happen, something they're expecting to happen, but they haven't seen it happening before their eyes physically. So they see it by hope. You see, that's their only glue, all right, or evidence to whatever it is that they want to happen. I hope, okay, that this happens. All right. Let's say you and your dad go somewhere, and then things get crazy, and then your dad is like, yo, I'll be right back, you know, and he tells you just wait there, and you waiting there, and everybody that comes, you're like, yo, I hope that's my dad. No, that's not him. Okay, cool. But you're now waiting there because of that hope, because each time somebody walks through the door, you're hoping it's your father, and it's that hope that's going to keep you sitting there, okay, because you have faith in the words he said. But now you're hoping that he's the next person to walk out that door. So you keep on looking at the door instead of getting up and moving. No, you're listening to what your father said. You're staying in the same spot, and you're hoping that, yeah, that's him. No, all right, cool. Yeah, that's him. No, so why are you hoping? Because you haven't seen him walk out that door. All right. So that's why it says, but hope that is seen is not hope. Okay. Because why do you need to hope for something if you've already seen it, if it's already there? Why why do you need to hope for it to rain if it's already raining? You know? Why do you need to hope that that's your father coming out that door when it's already him? So it's not hope. It says, for what a man seeth, why doth he yet hope for? You know? Hope is sort of like when people say, damn, I wish this, that, and that. Why you, if you already have it, you wouldn't wish for it. You're wishing for it because you don't have it. All right. So it says, but if we hope for what we see not, then do we with patience wait for it. So going back to that example about the boy, guess what? He's hoping that the next person that walks out that door is his father. All right. And so with patience, he waits for it, because that hope is going to keep him patiently waiting. All right. Each time he sees the doorknob twist, and he sees the door open, that hope is what's keeping him waiting for the next time that happens, to see if that's his father or not. Okay. So another precept here. This is James chapter 2. All right. I'll start at verse 17. It says, even so faith, if it hath not works, is dead, being alone. All right. So that'll be like if the father told the son, yo, do you know what I mean? You believe me? Do you trust me? He's like, yes. He's like, all right, wait right here, I'll be right back. All right. Now the son, the son is out here on some, yeah, I believe you're coming back, but I'm leaving. You know? But if you believed that your father was coming back and you had faith in his words, then you would have stayed put and waited for him to come back. You know? But things start getting crazy. You hearing different sounds, and things are starting to get scary. So you run away. You leave from the spot your father told you to wait for him at. That means you didn't really have faith in what he said, because that work or the act, okay, of you not waiting there patiently, all right, is a form, all right, of your lack of faith. Just the same way in this truth, when you hear this word and you believe in it, guess what? If you actually believe in it, you're going to act upon it, because a part of believing in it is going out there and teaching. And a part of believing it is doing these videos. A part of believing it is serving the Yahweh Hashem Yahushua to the best of your ability, doing what's right. So if you're just sitting there saying you believe, but you're not acting, you're not working upon it, then you don't really believe. Because if you believe, all right, then you got to believe the whole book. And the book commands us to go out there and teach. You know? So that's why it says, even so faith, if it hath not works, is dead, being alone. Because nobody's gonna consider you to have faith. All right? Why is it that when we read the scriptures and we read about certain men, we consider their faith? We're not reading about just their mindset. No, we're reading about the actions they took based on that mindset. How do we know Abraham had faith? Because of the action of taking Isaac and literally being about to sacrifice him. That action, that work, all right, is how we determined his faith. Okay? Just like the works of Yahushua, the works of the prophets, the works of the apostles, it was always the works. And Yahushua said, what? If you're not going to believe me, at least believe me for the very work's sake. Because it's the works that proves that, yeah, this man had faith. You know? Damn, for him to actually go do all these different things, damn, he must have had faith. You see? But if he didn't do nothing, how are you going to know if he had faith? Oh, just because he said he did? It says, yea, a man may say, thou hast faith, and I have works. Show me thy faith without thy works, and I will show thee my faith by my works. Okay? Because understanding that without works, you don't have faith. There is no faith. Okay? And that's why he said, I will show thee my faith by my works. Actions speak louder than words, because now I'll let you decide. I'll let you see my actions and then tell me if I have faith or not. Okay? And that's something you can't deny, man. The things the men of the Lord did and do, all right, based upon their faith, you can't deny that. Because when you see certain actions they take, you know, yeah, he definitely has faith, man. He believes. Okay. Yeah, I think that. Well, all right. Let me read a little bit lower. Verse 19. Thou believest there is one God. Thou doest well. The devils also believe and tremble. So yeah, you can't do. Oh well, I believe the Most High. The Most High. Hold up. Satan also believes that there's a Most High. Satan also worships the Most High. You know, and they tremble before the presence of the Lord. Okay. It says, but wilt thou know, O vain man, that faith without works is dead? Was not Abraham our father justified by works when he had offered? See, like I said, when he had offered Isaac his son upon the altar. That's why that part was written about, because it was the work, all right, that he was gonna do, that showed you the mindset he was in. Because without hesitation, he was going to go sacrifice Isaac. You know that in his mind, he had full faith. All right. Seest thou how faith wrought with his works, and by works was faith made perfect? Okay. That's how you perfect your faith, man. Um, and the scripture was fulfilled, which saith, Abraham believed the Most High, and it was imputed unto him for righteousness. And he hath called and he was called the friend of the Most High. Because when you why do people become friends? Because of that trust that's built, you know. And that sort of trust that's built between us and the Lord is called faith. Okay. So the Lord considered Abraham a friend because he knew he could trust him. Why? Because of the faith Abraham had in the Lord. Okay. Just like when you let's say you might go to a school for the first time, your first day of school, whatever, you meet somebody, cool, you don't really know him, but over time, as you in the school, you see that this dude is always with you. Whatever you ask him to do, he does it like to the T. You might send him to the store, to buy something for you, and he buys it, brings you the exact change and everything. You know, he protects whatever it is you send him to get for you. Okay. Anytime you might be in something, he's there to defend you. He's always there. That's how you know he's a friend. Okay? Because you're like, damn, son. When everybody else wouldn't have done that for me, you did. So you know that he's there genuinely, and you know that he's a friend. And this is the same thing, because what everybody else wouldn't have done for the Lord, we're doing. If the Lord had came to somebody else in that time and said, yo, go sacrifice your son for me, you think they would have done that? But he came to Abraham, and Abraham did it. It says, ye see You see then how that by works a man is justified, and not by faith only. Because Abraham could have said, all right, I got faith, but like I'm not really trying to sacrifice my son though. That's my only son, you know? But you can't you see, like it says, you see then how that by works a man is justified, and not by faith only. Because you have to actually put the pen to the paper. You can't just say, well, I have the knowledge. How you gonna pass the test? Yeah, it's a two-part thing. You study, you gain the knowledge, but now you have to put it to use. You have to put the pen on the paper and answer the questions. Okay? That's how you pass the test. See, you can't pass the test without having the knowledge. Even you can write, you can put the pen to the paper, but if you don't have the knowledge, you're gonna fail the test. And vice versa, you can have the knowledge, but if you don't put the pen to the paper, you're gonna fail the test. Okay? So you need to have the knowledge, and you gotta put the pen to the paper and put the knowledge onto the paper. You see? So you gotta have the works and the faith and put it together. Okay? It says, likewise, also was not Rahab the harlot justified by works, when she had received the messengers and had sent them out another way? For as the body without the spirit is dead, so faith without works is dead also. Okay? And it's just like that, man. The spirit can't roam without the body. All right? That's why it goes back to the spirit world. Just like when the spirit is not in the body's just there. It's done. It's dead. It's decomposing. Okay? So let's go back to Hebrews, and I'll just read a couple of verses. All right. Verse 2, Hebrews 11 verse 2. For by it, all right, for by what? Faith. For by it the elders obtained a good report. Okay? And how so, man? Because when you read the acts that they did, all right, and the things, all right, that they the steps that they took, okay, when you read about it, you like, yeah, he definitely had faith, man. And they obtained a good report because of it, because now you're seeing the certain things that they did, and you're like, damn, man. Now the report that's coming out of your mouth based upon them, what you're going to speak about them is going to be good because of the actions they took based on their faith. And now you're like, damn, I want to that's inspiring. That's motivating. You know? What's stopping me? It says, through faith we understand that the worlds were framed by the word of the Most High. Okay? Matter of fact, let me look up this word framed. To render, to fit, to sound complete, to mend. What has what has been broken or rent, to repair, to complete, to fit out, equip, put in order, arrange, adjust, to fit or frame for one's self, prepare, to strengthen, perfect, complete, make one what he ought to be. Ooh, nice. Okay. Let me see. Hmm. All right. So it says, through faith we understand that the worlds were framed by the word of the Most High, so that things which are seen were not made of things which do appear. By faith Abel offered unto the Most High a more excellent sacrifice than Cain, which it shows you back then that they had what? They had the knowledge of the Lord, Salakia, and the law, for able to know how to because remember, the Lord is very specific with his sacrifices, and they're different sacrifices for different things. All right. So for able to be able to sacrifice unto the Lord and it pleased the Lord, that means he had to have knowledge of that. Hence the law. All right. Verbally. So it says, a more excellent sacrifice than Cain, by which he obtained witness that he was righteous, the Most High testifying of his gifts, and by it he being dead yet speaketh. Okay. It says, by faith Enoch was translated that he should not see death, and was not found. Yeah, because basically what happened to Enoch is what's going to happen to us, you know. But we're gonna get the new angelic bodies. Enoch was just he was just sent into the spiritual body and out, just like Elijah, you know. And the Lord just he sent him to the spirit world, okay, and was not found, because when you die, your body, what, your spirit leaves your body, okay, and your body is in the earth, okay, it starts to decompose. But the Lord took Enoch. He said, "Yo, we out. Let's go." It says, because the Most High had translated him, for before his translation, he had this testimony that he pleased the Most High. So you see, a lot of the time, and these are the kind of people the Lord deals with, those who have faith, man. Okay? But without faith, it is impossible to please him, for he that cometh to the Most High must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. When you believe that the Most High is the Most High, all right, the most powerful, he can do whatever it is that he wants, and anything is possible with him, guess what? You can have faith, because you understand that, hold on, he's the one who made everything. If he tells me to jump over a building, bruh, I can do that, because he can literally just on the snap of a finger, I don't know, prevent me from dying, even though the odds seem as though I am gonna die. But you believe that he is Yahweh, all right? Oh, that's a spirit, yeah. Let me see what word. Oh, is that they got it in the Greek? Uh, I don't know if they'll have it going back to the Hebrew, but yeah, they don't got that here. Okay, but yeah, must believe that he is, all right, that he is Yahweh, and like it says, he is a rewarder, all right, of them that. Let me see. Yeah, he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. All right. By faith, Noah being warned of the Most High of things not seen, as yet moved with fear. And that's the same thing with us. All right. We were warned of World War III, which now we're seeing the prophecies move, but we haven't seen the missiles, all right, flying on that scale that the scriptures talk about yet. All right. The mark of the beast being made mandatory. Okay. All these different things are like the little drizzles, you know. And then as we progress forward, the drizzles get thicker and heavier. Then it turns to rain. Then the rain starts getting excessive. Then it becomes a flood. See? So it says, prepared an ark to the saving of his house, by the which he condemned the world and became heir of righteousness, which is by faith. All right. By faith, Abraham was called to go out into a place where he should after receive for an inheritance. Obeyed, and he went out, not knowing whither he went. Okay, the Lord directed his steps, man. Okay, by faith he sojourned in the land of promise, as in a strange country, dwelling in tabernacles with Isaac and Jacob, the heirs with him of the same promise. Yeah, because when Abraham left Mesopotamia, okay, and when he finally made his way to the land of Canaan, remember, he wasn't just by himself over there. There was still other I guess you could call them quote unquote colonies that were still around there. Okay, this was because in Abraham's time it was prior, okay, prior to the time of Joshua and Moses, when they went and they slew all these Canaanites and these Hamitic tribes and took the land. So when Abraham went there, yeah, it was a promised land, but that's why the Lord said he was going to give it to his seed, because it wasn't for Abraham to destroy them and take that area. Okay, although the land was promised to him. Okay, so that's why it says what? It says, by faith he sojourned in the land of promise, as in a strange country, dwelling in tabernacles with Isaac and Jacob, and heirs of with him of the same promise. Yeah, because it was who did the promise go through, man? Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. All right, because of Abraham, there's a reason it had to come all the way down to Jacob. Because of Abraham, there were other nations that came as well. You had Ishmael, okay, and then once the Lord narrowed it and made it specific to Isaac, you also had Esau that came from Isaac as well as Jacob. So the Lord had to now say, okay, there's another nation that I'm going to separate. So let me bring a step lower to Jacob. And from him is just going to be that straight 12 tribes. All right. For he looked for a city which hath foundations, whose builder and maker is the Most High. Okay. And we're looking for that same one, man. Through faith, also Sarah, um, through faith, also Sarah herself received strength to conceive seed, and was delivered of a child when she was past age. Yeah, because at that point, but you got to keep in mind, the Most High is the one who has control and power over the womb. Okay, so by that faith, okay, the Lord by the faith that Abraham had, okay, because Sarah laughed when the angel told them that they were gonna have a baby. Okay, but by the faith Abraham had, the Lord was able to allow Sarah to have that baby, man. Okay, and you really got to imagine how much faith it took, because he's been they were trying, and the Lord finally gave them a son at a time where Sarah was past age. And then after the Lord gives them the son, the Lord says, go sacrifice him. So you got to imagine being in Abraham's shoes. You're like, damn, son, I literally just got like, yo, my actual, like, because Abraham, he was happy to have Isaac, because Isaac was gonna be his true heir. Okay, to pass everything down to, because that was because Sarah was from Abraham's stock. All right, so it was gonna be perfect. All right, to remain within the family, so to speak. But then he just, when he gets Isaac, the Lord's like, yeah, you don't need to, yeah, sacrifice him, you know. But even in that, Abraham was like, all right, that if it's the Lord's will, man, so be it. You know, he had the mindset of, hey, nonetheless, let thy will be done. Like Yahushua said. Um, it says, because she judged him faithful who had promised. Therefore sprang there even one, and him as good as dead, so many as the stars in the sky in multitude, and as the sand which is by the seashore innumerable. These all died in faith, not having received the promises, but having seen them afar off, and were persuaded of them, and embraced them, and confessed that they were strangers and pilgrims on the earth. Okay, so they hadn't physically gotten the promise. Okay, but they saw them afar off. How did they do that? Through faith. Just like we haven't physically gotten the kingdom, but how do we see the kingdom? Through faith. All right. And faith is powerful enough to alter the perception and alter the way you see things, man. The vision. That's how you get the vision, through faith, man. And if you're able to look at this place and see how an empire or a kingdom that was considered also great can be destroyed just like that in 1 hour, then you have that faith, man. Okay, and so, hey, this is something that we have to always keep in mind. Okay, that with the times we're coming into, we also got to remember, you got to keep building that faith, man. Keep on building the faith, because you're gonna need it. All right, and pray to the Lord for that. All right, but I'm gonna end it here. Lord willing, this video was edifying unto the elect. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rachak Wadash. Until next time, Shalom.